The magic fish. The magic fish is a tale that has been told in many different ways in many countries. This project has been done by 4P Primary. Listen to us and enjoy the magic fish. Once upon a time, there was a poor fisherman. He lived with his wife in a tiny hut by the sea. Every day, the fisherman walked down to the sea. He fished all day long. One day, the fisherman dropped his line into the sea as he always did. Then he sat and waited. But on this day, his line went deep down into the water. The fisherman pulled on the line with all his might. And out of the water he pulled a beautiful golden fish. "Put me back in the water," begged the fish. "I'm not a real fish. I'm a prince under a spell. Please let me go." Yes, of course," said the fisherman. "Of course I'll let you go." And he threw the fish back into the water. Then the fisherman went home. "Was it a good catch today?" asked the fisherman's wife. "You'll never believe what happened. I caught a magic fish. He said he was a prince under a spell, so I let him go." "A magic fish? Did he grant you a wish?" asked his wife. "No," said the fisherman. "What would I wish for?" "For a pretty little house, of course," said his wife. "Go back to the fish. Tell him I want a pretty little house." "I don't want to go," said the fisherman. "Go," said his wife. So the fisherman went back down to the sea. The fisherman called out to the fish. The fish popped out of the water. "Yes?" asked the fish. "It's not me, but my wife," the fisherman answered. "She wants a pretty little house." "Go home," said the fish. "Your wife has it now." When the fisherman got home, the hut was gone, and in its place stood a pretty little house. "Come and look," said the fisherman's wife. "Isn't this nice?" "Very nice," said the fisherman. "Now we'll be happy." And they were happy. They were happy for 1 week. Then the wife said, "This house is too small. Go back to the fish. Tell him I want to live in a big stone castle." "I don't want to go," said the fisherman. "Go," said his wife. So the fisherman went back down to the sea. The fisherman called out to the fish. The fish popped out of the water. "Now, what do you want?" asked the fish. "It's not me, but my wife," the fisherman answered. "She wants a big stone castle." "Go home," said the fish. "She has it now." When the fisherman got home, the pretty little house was gone, and in its place stood a big stone castle. "Come and look," said the fisherman's wife. "Isn't this nice?" "Very nice," said the fisherman. "Now we'll be happy." And they were happy. They were happy for 2 weeks. Then the wife said, "Go back to the fish. Tell him I want to be queen." "I don't want to go," said the fisherman. "Go," said his wife. So the fisherman went back down to the sea. The fisherman asked the fish, and the fish made the wife queen. On and on it went. The wife was never happy. She always wanted something more. The fish granted each wish, but he was getting angry. The fisherman thought that now his wife had everything she could ever want. But one evening she surprised him. "Go back to the fish," she said. "Tell him I want to make the sun and the moon rise." The fisherman was shocked.
"That is too much to ask," he cried. "Be happy with what we have." "Go," said his wife. So the fisherman went. The fisherman called out to the fish. The fish popped out of the water. "Well, what does she want now?" asked the fish. The fisherman was nervous. "She wants to make the sun and moon rise," he said. "No," said the fish. "Your wife wants too much. Go home. Now she's back in the hut." And so she was, and she's there to this very day.
Thank you for listening, and wait for the next story. Bye.